In this video I'll show how to add validation in HTML forms. In login form I have used HTML default validation. To make a field required I have used required attribute of input element. If I enter value in email, it will give error for password. Entering wrong email will also give an error. This is because I have used type attribute of input and passed email to it. Now if I go to the sign up page, we have similar validations for required and for email. And same for the forgot password form, where input type is email and required is true. In the sign up form I want to add some extra validations. I want to check minimum and maximum length of full name, length of the password, and both passwords are same or not. In the sign up form I'll create a new state to store error. I'll initialize with an empty array. I will also give type to this state. For that I'm creating a new file in my types folder. Name it error.ts. Export interface input errors. It will be an object with a string key. And this key will have a message of type string. Open sign up form. Now give our state type of input error array. Make sure to import the types. Now write the function to validate the input. The return type will be Boolean. Create array for errors. Now we'll add the checks. Data.fullname, this data is the state and we are setting value of input change in it. Question mark dot is called optional chaining in JavaScript. If object is empty then it returns instead of throwing an error. So if fullname is not empty we'll check its length. And if it is less than 4, push an object. With key and a message. We'll later use this key to access the error. Now we'll add an else if to check if the full name is greater than 30. Because I also want to set a max length to it. Here also we'll push a message with the same key because we want to show this message is below our full name input. Change the error message accordingly. Check minimum length of the password. This time push object with key password. Now we need to check if password and confirm password are same or not. As I want to show this error below confirm password field, I'll give confirm password as key here. Give the error message that passwords don't match. Now set the state. If there were any errors, length of error array will be greater than 0. So in that case return false, that is validation has failed and data is not valid. Else return true. In the handle signup function, which is called onSubmit of our form, call the validate data function and store its return value in a variable. If isValid is true, that is there are no errors. And you can write the code to sign up the user here. Now we need to access these errors from state. And show them below input on our form. For that I'll pass error message in props of input component. To access the error for particular input, let's create a helper. In root create new folder helpers, and in it index.ts. Here import input errors from types. Create a function getErrorMessage. In this function we'll pass key for which we need to get error message. And also our error state array. We'll check if the key that we passed exists in errors. Use JavaScript find method, for every object in the array check if the object with the key exists or not. If any of the error object has the key, that means there is an error. Then we'll get that object. Find method returns the value of the element that passes a test. If this object is not empty, then we'll get the message by returning error object key. Pass an error prop to input component. Get the error value from getErrorMessage. Make sure to import it from helpers. This is the full name field, so the key we pass will be full name. And then pass error state. This key should be same as the one we use here. Next we have set error for password in validate function. So pass error prop in this field. For this key is password. Similarly, pass errors for confirm password. In the input component, get the error props. I have already defined it in my prop types as a string. Now below my input I'll check if error is not empty, then show that error. Error text is the styled component I have created. I have imported it from Elements. I'll also link my code in the description below. You can check the styles if you want. If we open our browser and fill the form, we can see the errors. If name is small, then we get this error. Full name must be at least 4 characters long. Now let's give something that is large. And click sign up. We'll get that it should be less than 30 characters. Let's give a name that can pass validation. Now if we click sign up, it says password should be at least 6 characters long. Give a 6-character long password. And click sign up. It should show the error, but it's not. Let's check our code to see the issue. So the issue is that there is spelling mistake in key used in validate function. Now if we try, you can see the issue is fixed. The key in validate and the one used to get error message should be same. You can customize the validation function according to your requirements. And add or remove any checks. If you liked this video, please hit like button and leave a comment. And support my channel by subscribing it.